Hello. Today we will be discussing the virtual value chain. A quote from the creator of the value chain concept, Michael Porter, is, "There is no value added by the internet itself. However, the internet should be incorporated into the business's value chain." Some key points on this presentation are: what is the virtual value chain? How does it work? How relevant is it? And what are the benefits of the virtual value chain? The virtual value chain describes the dissemination of value-generating information services throughout an extended enterprise. It was created by John Slavoka and Jeffrey Rayport. This is a chart of the virtual value chain. As you can see, the virtual value chain parallels the physical value chain all the way from inbound logistics to marketing and sales. There are three phases of the virtual value chain, and they are visibility, mirroring capability, and new customer relationships. In the next few slides, we'll be getting more familiar with these phases and more. The first phase is visibility. Visibility allows the business to see their physical operations more clearly, and as well have some sort of control over their visual representations. Visibility is the foundation for the virtual value chain, and it is used to coordinate the activities of the physical value chain as well. The second phase of the virtual value chain is the mirroring capability. Mirroring capability allows businesses to duplicate their physical activities into virtual activities. The business moves their value-added activities from the marketplace to the market space, and that can range from a simple website to an online ordering system. And in other words, physical processes may be substituted for virtual processes. And virtual processes are usually faster, cheaper, and more flexible than their physical counterparts. The third and final phase of the virtual value chain is new customer relationships. New customer relationships has a specific goal in mind, and that is to deliver value to customers in new ways and fashions. The IT department creates values in the market space and also creates relationships between businesses and its customers. It can be used for communication with other businesses, like its distributors and suppliers. Everything in the virtual value chain heavily relies on the IT department. Why it is relevant. In the virtual value chain, businesses use the internet to find suppliers more effectively and thus can add value to its acquisition activities. With the use of the internet, a business can procure and distribute information globally with ease and at low cost. This is also a great way to find out the needs of the business's customers and distribute information about products and services to markets such as electronic catalogs. Reasons to use. Reasons to use the virtual value chain are that companies will be able to see products as they move through their organization by using the internet. Businesses can also acquire and disseminate information cheaper and faster this way. It also allows manufacturing companies to use virtual prototyping that will save them time and money. The benefits of the virtual value chain. Some of the benefits of using the virtual value chain are that it creates profit, facilitates cooperation, return on investment, and it is easier to create knowledge. Creating a profit. Creating a profit has two primary focuses. The first being producing and distributing a product or service, and the secondary focus is to support the production and distribution of products or services. If managers can successfully manage the connections between all these primary and secondary activities while keeping costs down, then a value is created for the customer and a profit is created for the company. Cooperation. When a company uses a virtual value chain, let's just say a clothing company, it might work with other producers, its suppliers, and retailers to create better connection with their customers. At the same time, the company can generate interest in their products or services in the marketplace. The relationship with business in the virtual value chain work to maximize the value for customers return on investment. A return on the investment in the virtual value chain is inevitable, no matter the company. The investments may seem expensive when an organization first implements a virtual value chain, but the investment in the virtual value chain are paid for by increased revenues. Companies used to think that having an online presence was too expensive and not a popular way of doing business. But today, thanks to Amazon, eBay, and Facebook, they have made it clear that there is profit to be made by being out in the market space. Creating knowledge in the virtual value chain. The steps for creating knowledge in a virtual value chain are gathering, organization, selection, synthesization, and distribution of information. First step in creating knowledge is gathering. Data mining programs and business intelligence software is used to gather information from throughout the organization. The next step is organization. This is a process that takes the data collected and organizes it in a way that it can be understood by managers and other people throughout the organization. The third step is selection. Selection consists of selecting the data that the company thinks is most useful. The fourth step is synthesization. You are looking at the relationship between the data. And the final step, distributing the information. Distributing the information is where the collected data is distributed to managers and other decision makers in the corporation. Also, when using the virtual value chain makes information more dynamic. In conclusion, by using this model, a business can generate more revenue by expanding into the market space and communicating better with the use of the internet. The three phases of the virtual value chain are visibility, mirroring capability, and new customer relationships. Visibility, as you can recall, is the foundation of the virtual value chain, and the mirroring capabilities allows the business involved to recreate their physical processes into virtual processes. And the last step was creating new customer relationships. And that is when businesses create value to customers in new ways and fashions. As you can remember, the virtual value chain is relevant to businesses because it uses the internet to distribute information globally. And a few reasons for companies to use a virtual value chain are to be able to see products as they move through the organization and to be able to have an affordable distribution of information. Thank you. The sites listed below are the resources used in the making of this presentation.